Hello students, how are you? I hope you are doing well during this lockdown period. This is Virendra, your information technology teacher. I am here to give you some important lecture on green skill. Students, as you know that now session number 1 to 14, that is belongs from unit 1, already finished. Unit number 2, that is already finished, session number 1 to 8, and now we have came here unit number 5, that is green skill. One more thing I just want to inform you that some of the portions of your syllabus is already deleted. That's why I have came here on unit number 5. In this unit you will have to study only 4 sessions, right? And the name of the first session is sectors of green economy. Students, before proceeding to this session, first of all, I just give you a warm welcome to my YouTube channel. You are watching me on this channel from past 22 sessions, and I hope all the sessions you definitely like it and definitely share to the other of your friends. So students, without wasting any of the time, let's start our this session. Students, as you know that, first of all, we should know about what is green skill. You know that green color is already related to the environment, right? So green skill is what are the different steps are going to be take or already taken by the government of India, by any individual, any of the society, any of the group, so that the sustainable development keep improving and improving. Clear or not? I mean to say, what are the different steps are already taken by the government? What are the steps taken by already taken by the government, and what should going to be taken? What are the policies are there? Okay, that's come under green skills, right? So in this, first of all, we have to understand about what are the various sectors of green economy. Before proceeding this, we should know about what is the green economy. Okay, as you know that our economy is going to be divided, is already divided into some of the sectors like agriculture, okay, constructions, transportation, hospitality, okay, many kinds of sectors are there. But I am talking about green economy. It means that the things which is related to environment, that's come under green economy. Likewise, renewable energy sector, waste management sector, land management sector, pollution control sector, right, agriculture sector, these all come under this green economy, right? And right now, whatever the money is going to be dedicated by government of India for developing of this green economy, right? So green economy means the money which is already allocated for the development of our our environment in our India, in our country, right? So students, to have the better understanding about this thing, I am coming to my laptop to give you an interactive as well as entertaining session to you. So please come to my laptop. Okay students, now I am going to start your unit number 5, that is green skills. Students, as you know that this unit is the part of employability skill, and you have already finished few units of the employability skill. Once the unit number 5 is finished, then you are able to come and join the IT skills part. Okay, so the IT skills parts are very much important for you, and you have to join each and every session. Don't skip any of the sessions. But in today's session, we have to focus on green skills, right? So let me scroll down and give you some more detail about the green skills. So students, right now this section means this session is sectors of green economy, right? In green skills, what does it mean? Means what are the government, what are the individual, what are the particular groups have taken a certain decisions, certain steps to development about the environment, right? How much money is invested on the particular development of the environment only, right? So, and what kind of skills we are going to use to promote them to develop the particular sector of this environment, right, in the green environment. So this is all about your green skills. This is a little introduction, right? But now we are going to start the session number 1, and in this session we are going to have a sectors of green economy, right? So first of all, what is green economy? What is green economy? Green economy is one which promotes development while making sure that environment is protected. मतलब क्या हुआ? ग्रीन इकोनॉमी का मतलब ये हुआ कि आप अपने पर्यावरण को सुरक्षित रखने के लिए, ठीक है, आप किस तरीके से उसको प्रमोट करेंगे, किस तरीके से आप उसको डेवलप करेंगे, आप किस तरह से आप पैसा इन्वेस्ट करेंगे उस ग्रीन जोन को या ग्रीन एनवायरनमेंट को प्रोटेक्ट करने के लिए, राइट? हाउ मच मनी वी आर गोइंग टू इन्वेस्ट मीन्स हाउ मच मनी द गवर्नमेंट कैन इन्वेस्ट ऑन द पर्टिकुलर सेक्टर ऑफ ग्रीन एनवायरनमेंट, राइट? सो दिस इज द वन डेफिनेशन फॉर ग्रीन इकोनॉमी, right? Now students, let me give you a little bit history about green economy. The green economy has started in 1989, right? And it is started by the government of United Kingdom, right? And they have created a particular group. The group consists of leading environmental economists, and once the one blueprint is created, they have given one title. The title is Blueprint for Green Economy. This is the title given by environmental economist, right? So if you talk about the economy, then the economy consists of many kinds of sector. Right? And every sector, for running the smooth running of the economy, each and every sector perform and functions in a good manner. They have a individual importance in their economy of any of the country. Like if you talk about the agriculture sector, agriculture also play a very very vital role in the life of any of the country, any of the state also, right? If you talk about the transportation, that also a very very important sector, right? Healthcare, medicine, automobile, many kinds of sectors are there, and these are the different part of the economy also, right? So students, please make sure that right now this is the very much new session for you, and whatever the important things are there, that should be underlined and that should be in your fair copy also, right? And if you feel that there is some kind of doubts, please ask me, right? Okay students, now to make our economy green or environmental friendly, green means environmental friendly, कि हम अपने इकोनॉमी को, अपने अर्थव्यवस्था को अगर हम यहाँ पर environmental friendly बनाना चाहते हैं, there are some sector where a major changes need to be done. Yes, a major changes need to be done. So we will learn about that sectors here. Yeah, right? So all the sectors in green economy are concerned with about the environment. It means that whatever the sectors we are going to study here, that all sectors are related with the environment, right? So right now we are going to just revise some of the common terms which related to your environment. That's a very very important terms. Okay, you have to make sure that each and every term should be related and should be understood by you, right? Let me scroll down and give you some kind of important terms. Right, first ecosystem. As you know that You know that very well. What is ecosystem? Okay, it in Hindi you can say that it's the parasthetic tantra, right? But it is in pure Hindi. Okay, don't be bothered about it. Let me give you explanation, and then we are able to understand very easily. Okay, ecosystem means whatever the environment is there, all kinds of living organisms of a particular area and non-living environment with which the organisms interact, such as mineral, soil, water, sunlight together forms an ecosystem. मतलब क्या हुआ, जितने भी हमारे जीवित प्राणी हैं, जितने भी हमारे जो नॉन लिविंग चीज़ें हैं हमारे पर्यावरण की, वो सभी चीज़ें आपस में क्या होती हैं, इंटरेक्ट होती हैं, और इंटरेक्ट होने के बाद जो वो बनाएंगी, बनाने के बाद वो एक तरह का वो इकोसिस्टम कहलाएगा. सो इकोसिस्टम इज नथिंग बट इट्स आवर इन्वायरमेंट. द रीज़न it's all about the environment, means it's the one kind of system in which all the environmental things are come together, okay, and they are interacting with each other, correct? So this is the definition for the ecosystem. okay, मैं एक बार रिपीट कर देता हूँ. मैं जितने भी हमारे लिविंग ऑर्गेनिज्म हैं जो कहीं भी हमारे पर्यावरण में रह रहे हों, वो हमारे जो नॉन लिविंग इन्वायरमेंटल थिंग्स हैं वो आपस में क्या होते हैं, इंटरेक्ट होते हैं. इंटरेक्ट होने के बाद इकोसिस्टम को प्रॉपर तरीके से रन करने में हमारी हेल्प करते हैं. जैसे एग्जांपल देता हूँ आपको, हमारे इस पृथ्वी पर इन आवर अर्थ मेनी काइंड्स ऑफ प्लांट्स आर देयर, मेनी काइंड्स ऑफ ट्रीज आर देयर. whenever they are become hungry, at that time photosynthesis process will going on. So in that photosynthesis, the sun will take the sunlight from the sun, right? They are taking the light from the sun. So after that, all the food items getting made by the tree itself. Okay, and after that, this process is going on, right? Right. So why does it happen? To run our environment in a smooth way. So this is the definition for ecosystem. Now here it is given some kind of example here. Let me read out the sentence and then give you the more about this. To understand how organisms and their surrounding are closely linked to each other, let us take one example. Birds eating berries from a tree. The seed inside berry comes out with the bird droppings. It falls into the soil, germinate, and then grows into the new tree. It produces more berries. We can see how a plant, animal, soil, air, water are linked with each other. कहने का मतलब क्या हुआ, जितने भी हमारे ऑर्गेनिज्म हैं, जो भी हमारे आसपास के सराउंडिंग में हैं, सब जगह आपका इन्वायरमेंटल फैक्टर्स हमारे काम करते हैं. यहाँ पर एक चिड़िया है, वो चिड़िया जब बेरीज को खाती है किसी पेड़ से, तो अगर वो पेड़ का जो बीज है वो अगर धरती पे गिर जाए, धरती पे गिरने के बाद वो अपने आप ही जर्मिनेट होगा और एक पौधे से एक पेड़ बन जाएगा. ये तो देखो हर चीज़ यहाँ पे प्रॉपर तरीके से लिंक हो रही है, राइट? सो लेट मी कम टू द सेकेंड टर्म, दैट इज फूड चेन. फूड चेन. So this is the one kind of cycle in nature. This is the chain. This is the one kind of cycle which is happening in nature, where food is produced by the green plants. Plant are consumed by plant-eating animals, right? Clear or not? Okay. So हो क्या रहा है यहाँ पर? The food is produced by green plant, right? यहाँ पर ग्रीन प्लांट ने एक अपने फूड को प्रोड्यूस किया. ओके, नाउ द प्लांट आर कंज्यूम्ड बाय. अब वो जो प्लांट हैं उस प्लांट को कंज्यूम किसने किया? कंज्यूम करने वाले कौन है? प्लांट ईटिंग एनिमल्स, जिसको क्या हम बोलेंगे हार्बिवोरस, राइट? एंड हार्बिवोरस गेट्स ईटेन बाय द फ्लैश ईटिंग एनिमल्स, दैट इज कार्निवोरस, राइट? उसके बाद डेड प्लांट्स एंड एनिमल्स आर डिकम्पोज्ड बाय द डिकम्पोजर्स इनटू द सॉइल व्हिच टर्न्स इनटू फीड प्लांट्स, राइट? कहने का मतलब क्या हुआ यहाँ पर कि यहाँ पर पौधे ने, एक प्लांट ने खाना बनाया, उस पौधे को किसी और ने, हार्बिवोरस ने खाया, उस हार्बिवोरस को किसी फ्लैश ईटिंग एनिमल्स ने खाया यानी कार्निवोरस ने खाया, फिर डेड प्लांट्स और एनिमल्स है उसको डिकम्पोजर्स जो डिकम्पोज है उसको सड़ा करके उसको मिट्टी में मिला दिया, मिलने के बाद वो अपने आप फिर से वो फीड्स प्लांट्स में आपको वो जो प्लांट्स उसको फीड करके। ठीक है, तो यहाँ पर एक साइकिल चल रहा है, आप इस फिगर में भी समझ सकते हैं यहाँ पर। ठीक है, यहाँ पर जो फिगर है फंगस डिकम्पोजर्स ये भी आप समझ सकते हैं यहाँ पर आप। तो यहाँ पर फूड चेन का मतलब क्या हुआ? फूड चेन का मतलब ये हुआ कि एक प्रकृति में एक ऐसी साइकिल जिसमें कि जो चीज़ प्रोड्यूस हो रही है वो कंज्यूम भी हो रही है और यहाँ पे लेवल बाय लेवल यहाँ कंजम्पशन हो रहा है यहाँ पर। ठीक है, और ये साइकिल आपके प्रॉपर तरीके से नेचर में रन हो रही है। अब हम आते हैं यहाँ पर एक इम्पॉर्टेंट डेफिनेशन पे, अब वो है हमारा सस्टेनेबल डेवलपमेंट। सस्टेनेबल डेवलपमेंट, सो मैं इसको आसान भाषा में आपको बता देता हूँ यहाँ पर। सस्टेनेबल डेवलपमेंट का मतलब क्या है? सस्टेनेबल मीन्स व्हाट इज़ गुड फॉर द इकोनॉमी एज वेल एज फॉर फ्यूचर ऑफ द एनवायरनमेंट। मतलब क्या हुआ? सस्टेनेबल मतलब होता है कि हमारी अर्थव्यवस्था के लिए क्या अच्छा है, क्या बुरा है, हमारे पर्यावरण में, हमारे फ्यूचर के पर्यावरण में क्या उनको फ़ायदा मिलने वाला है या क्या उनको हानि हो सकती है। ओके, तो दिस इज कॉल्ड सस्टेनेबल डेवलपमेंट। व्हाट काइंड ऑफ डेवलपमेंट स्टेप्स आर गोइंग टू बी टेकन फॉर द वेलफेयर ऑफ द इकोनॉमी एंड व्हाट काइंड ऑफ स्टेप्स फॉर द betterment of our future of the environment, right? So right now one example is given here, natural farming without using chemical fertilization which permanently harms the soil। कहने मतलब क्या हुआ? नेचुरल फार्मिंग विदाउट यूजिंग केमिकल फर्टिलाइजर। क्या ऐसा पॉसिबल है क्या? आप प्राकृतिक तौर से फार्मिंग कर रहे हैं आप और यहाँ केमिकल का इस्तेमाल कम से कम या नहीं हो रहा है यहाँ पर। ठीक है, यानी कि अगर मैक्सिमम फर्टिलाइजर्स यूज़ करेंगे तो मिट्टी के लिए जो हमारी सॉइल है उसको बहुत ज़्यादा नुकसान पहुँचेगा। ओके, मे बी दैट केमिकल्स परमानेंटली हार्म्स द सॉइल, राइट? So right now natural farming without using the chemical fertilizer, this is the one kind of example for sustainable development. Means that whatever, this is the one kind of option here, and if every farmer doing the natural farming, it means that there is a less use of chemical fertilizer, and if it is less fertile then it means the less destroyment of the soil also, right? So this is all about your sustainable development. Now let me come to the second topic. This is your second topic. The topic name is important sectors of green economy. अभी तक हमने कुछ important terms को जाना जिसमें कि हमने फूड चेन को जान लिया, फूड साइकिल को जान लिया हमने, इकोसिस्टम को जान लिया हमने, सस्टेनेबल डेवलपमेंट को जान लिया हमने। नाउ व्हाट इज दिस हियर? द इम्पॉर्टेंट सेक्टर्स फॉर ग्रीन इकोनॉमी, right? The important sectors for green economy are as follows. Number 1, agriculture. Number 2, energy resources. Then after that, let me scroll down, some more sectors are there. Construction, then after fisheries, then after forestry, then tourism, right? Tourism, transport, water management, waste management, manufacturing industry, right? These are the few industries are given here, and we will talk about each and every industry in a quick succession of time, okay, but in a detail, right? So don't be worried about it. I will discuss each and every sector in a very detail, right? So don't be worried about it. Okay, so we are discussing here about the sector. So first sector is agriculture. This is already know that agriculture means krishi. The agriculture term refers to growing crops for our foods. Yes, agriculture means we are just growing the crops so that we can obtain the foods, and after obtaining the food we can consume it, and after consuming we are getting the energy to do the work. So in each and every country, agriculture is the largest part of the economy, and it is the most important. Because it provides us food. Yes, it provides us food. The agriculture may harm by the environment by मीन्स कृषि को हानि पहुंचाने वाले क्या क्या फैक्टर्स हो सकते हैं, क्या क्या फैक्टर्स. नंबर 1, ओवर यूजिंग ऑफ लैंड रिसोर्सेज. यस, ओवर यूजिंग मतलब कि अगर कहीं सूखा आ गया, सूखा होने के बाद जो ज़मीन है उस ज़मीन को हम किसी और बिल्डिंग कंस्ट्रक्शन में यूज़ कर लें, लेकिन कृषि पर्पज़ से इसको हम यूज़ नहीं कर सकते हैं. कहीं पर आपकी जो है उपजाऊ ज़मीन है, ओके, फर्टाइल लैंड है यहाँ पर, और उस लैंड को ही हम अगर कृषि पर्पज़ से यूज़ कर रहे हैं तब तो ठीक है. लेकिन अगर हम ऐसी जगहों पर जैसे शहरों में देखें, वहाँ पर आपका जो आपका लैंड है वो प्रॉपर तरीके से यूज़ होती है, वहाँ पर बिल्डिंग्स बनती हैं वहाँ पर, ठीक है. लेकिन आप देखेंगे कि जहाँ बहुत ज़्यादा आपका जो है लैंड जहाँ मौजूद है, तो उस लैंड का बार बार आपका ओवर यूज़ होता है वहाँ पर. बार बार जो भी लैंड रिसोर्सेज मौजूद हैं उसके गलत तरीके से या बहुत आपके ओवर यूज़ होते हैं यहाँ पर. ओके, सो आई मीन टू से हियर, whatever the land resources are there, that land resources are overused. Now the question arises here, what are the land resources? What are the land resources? Land resources means, suppose we have taken some seeds here, so that seeds related to your land resource. If it is overused, then suppose that seeds are spread in a land in a more than the requirement, then what is happening? Okay, maybe the plant is not able to get the particular space to grow up, right? And if you talk about the second factor, if you cut the trees in a maximum way, then it's most harmful for our agriculture, right? Nowadays you know that the pollution is lots of pollution is going on, right? Maybe it's a air pollution, water pollution, or any other pollution. Okay, lots of chemical fertilizers are already used, lots of pesticides are also used. Okay, so that's all are harmful for our agriculture. Now if you see the right side, it is written there, what can we do? What can we do? Number 1, support local, organic and natural farming. It is already told to you that if you want to do any kind of farming, then at that time choose natural farming or organic farming. At that time don't use any kind of fertilizers, any kinds of pesticides, right? Grow your own vegetables if possible. Okay, eat in seasons and locally produced food only, right? Eat in season and locally produced food only, right? So this can be possibility, these can be steps we can take, right? Now let me talk about the second sector, right? The second sector is energy resource. Energy resource. Energy means urja. Okay, so we can get the particular energy from different sources. Light energy, okay, water energy, okay, electrical energy, heat energy, many kinds of energy are there, right? So right now we use the energy for our day-to-day functions, but our demand is increasing day by day. Yes, right now we are using the energy not in efficient way. Our demand is going to be increases day by day, right? What are the common energy sources are there? The main sources of energy is coal. By using coal the electricity is going to be made. Oil, gas, these are the some common energy sources are there, okay? And maybe if it is used in a not in good way, that also affects our health and environment also, okay? Maybe right now these kind of resources are limited and maybe non renewable, हम उसको फिर से इस्तेमाल नहीं कर सकते हैं, लिमिटेड हैं. अब हम क्या कर सकते हैं? अब हम ये देखेंगे कि हम क्या कर सकते हैं. हम सेलेक्ट की क्लीन एंड रिन्यूएबल एनर्जी सोर्सेज. हम यहाँ पर ऐसे सोर्सेज को सेलेक्ट करें जो रिन्यूएबल हों, क्लीन हों, लाइक सोलर लाइट। ओके, आजकल देखिए घर घर में आपका हर चीज़ जो है सूरज से जो बैटरी चार्ज हो जाती है उसको भी यूज़ किया जाता है यहाँ पर, राइट। अवॉइड वेस्टिंग इलेक्ट्रिसिटी, टर्न ऑफ द लाइट एंड अनप्लग अप्लायंसेज व्हेन नॉट इन यूज़। अवॉइड कार यूज साइकिल्स एंड पब्लिक ट्रांसपोर्ट्स। यस, this can be things which can use here, right? Now after this we are coming to our next sector, that is construction sector. This is our next sector, that is construction sector. So as you know that construction sector means we are going to you are talking about some buildings, some infrastructure which are related to your building. Likewise, constructions and building affect the global resource and climate. मतलब क्या हुआ, डे बाय डे आप बिल्डिंग पेड़ काटते जा रहे हो, आप बिल्डिंगें बनाते जा रहे हो आप, ओके। तो जाहिर सी बात है कि हमारे पूरे विश्व में जितने भी रिसोर्सेज हमारे हैं वो सारे क्या हो रहे हैं, उसको आप नुकसान पहुंचा रहे हैं आप। पूरे विश्व की जो क्लाइमेट है उसको भी नुकसान पहुंचा रहे हैं आप, क्योंकि आप ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा पेड़ अगर कटेंगे तो जाहिर सी बात ग्लोबल वार्मिंग आपकी बढ़ेगी, राइट। और क्या क्या होता है, use of sand and stones causes destruction of river beds and quarrying in mountains. These activity cause landslides, earthquake and destruction due to flooding. अब देखिए यहाँ पर जब हम बिल्डिंग बनाने की बात करते हैं, वी आर टॉकिंग अबाउट द मेकिंग ऑफ बिल्डिंग्स, एट दैट टाइम वी आर यूजिंग सीमेंट, वी आर यूजिंग सैंड, वी आर यूजिंग स्टोन्स, and that things are coming from the river beds, okay, maybe from the mountains, maybe from the other places, right? So if it is using in a maximum way, then it affects a lot. If nature gets affected a lot, maybe by doing an activity in a not an efficient manner, maybe landslide came, earthquake came, flood came, right? One more thing, if the construction activities increases day by day, right, so right, it means that no trees are there to survive you, no oxygen is there, how can you get to survive in that environment? How? It's not possible, right? It's not possible, okay. So at that time try to make sure that whatever buildings are there, proper ventilation there, proper number of trees are there, right? Next, incorrectly designed building needs more air conditioning and electric light, waste of more water, use more energy overall. यानी कि अगर बिल्डिंग की डिज़ाइनिंग ही अगर गलत हो जाए, ओके, तब आपको उसको एयर कंडीशनिंग जरूरत पड़ेगी, इलेक्ट्रिक लाइट की ज़रूरत पड़ेगी, ओके, फिर ज़्यादा वाटर वेस्ट होगा, ज़्यादा एनर्जी वेस्ट होगी यहाँ पर, ठीक है। तो यहाँ पे हमें ये भी ध्यान देना है कि बिल्डिंग का कंस्ट्रक्शन भी सही तरीके से हो, राइट। सो अब हम बात करते हैं अब हम कि हम क्या कर सकते हैं, हम व्हाट कैन यू डू, राइट। एनर्जी इफिशिएंट और ग्रीन बिल्डिंग सेव इलेक्ट्रिसिटी एंड वाटर एंड यूज़ क्लीन एनर्जी लाइक सोलर एंड विंड एनर्जी। कहने का मतलब क्या हुआ कि हम यहाँ पर उस एनर्जी को यूज़ करें जो हमारी इन्वायरमेंट को नुकसान कम से कम पहुँचाए या नुकसान ना पहुँचाए। तो यहाँ पर क्लीन एनर्जी ज़्यादा अच्छा है, लाइक सोलर एनर्जी और विंड एनर्जी। वी नीड टू यूज़ द क्लीनर एनर्जी इन आवर बिल्डिंग एंड अवॉइड वेस्टेज ऑफ एनर्जी। यस, कि हम अपने घर के अंदर ही क्लीनर एनर्जी का ही यूज़ करें और एनर्जी को वेस्ट होने से बचाएं, right? Now after that we should talk to people about the advantage of using local construction material, okay. When the building is going to be made, talk to your owner of the construction that please use original things, not in duplicate things. Don't use local construction materials, okay. If you use the local construction materials, it means that, okay, the building is not designed but in a good manner, right? Next point, If a large scale construction project causing pollution, we should inform the local authorities about them, right? It means that if any particular place a construction is going well and well, right, but it is in overuse, means suppose in a particular locality 10 places there and 8 places are going to be made a building here without any permission, okay, and without any the following the rules and regulation of the environment also. So what is happening here? Maybe the local authority may be able to take some kind of actions, okay, maybe they can stop building of the constructions, any of the building, okay. So this is the things which can we do in a construction sector. Now coming to the fisheries, this is our next sector, fisheries. Fishery means we are talking this things is related to the fish, okay. This thing is related to your fish, means whatever fish are there nearby our pond, nearby our river, okay. If our overfishing is there, then then depletion of future fish supplies, means there is a decrement of fish supplies. If overfishing is there, then there is a lots of decrement in fish supplies in the future, right? Now some species of shark, turtles and fish are become extinct. This will disturb the ecological balance and food chain in the ecosystem. मतलब क्या हुआ यहाँ पर कि जब हम यहाँ पर अपने किसी स्पीसीज, पर्टिकुलर स्पीसीज की बात करते हैं, तो वो स्पीसीज अगर आप ओवर फिशिंग करते जाएंगे, उनको मारते जाएंगे, बिल्डिंगें बनाते जाएंगे, ठीक है, एनवायरनमेंट के रूल्स रेगुलेशन को फॉलो नहीं करेंगे, तो जाहिर सी बात है कि ये सब चीज़ें आपको एक समय आएगा नहीं मिलेंगी, राइट? दिस विल ऑल्सो डिस्टर्ब द इकोलॉजिकल बैलेंस. यस, इकोसिस्टम में जो बैलेंस बना हुआ है वो बैलेंस खराब हो जाएगा, फूड चेन भी आपका ठीक नहीं होगा, राइट? दिस विल ऑल्सो कॉज मोर डिपेंडेंसी ऑन द अदर फॉर्म्स ऑफ फूड, कॉजिंग प्रेशर ऑन द एग्रीकल्चर सेक्टर. तो अगर जैसे मान लीजिए कि इस समय कई सारे सेक्टर जहाँ से हमें फूड रिसोर्स, फूड हमें मिलता है, हमें फिशरी से मिल गया, एग्रीकल्चर से मिल गया, और ये बहुत सारे सेक्टर हमारे हैं, ठीक है. लेकिन अगर इस फिशरी सेक्टर पे अगर कोई बहुत ज़्यादा प्रभाव हो जाए, ठीक है, तो ज़्यादा प्रेशर आ जाएगा, एग्रीकल्चर सेक्टर पे आ जाएगा. तो यहाँ एक बैलेंस होना बहुत ज़रूरी है. और इसके अलावा अगर फिशरीज़ में अगर इस तरह की प्रॉब्लम अगर रहेंगी इस तरह से, तो जो फिशरमैन है वो आपका मे भी उनकी ज़िंदगी नहीं जी पाएंगे, वो अपनी ज़िंदगी गंवा सकते हैं वो. ओके, सो अब हम क्या कर सकते हैं, हम what can we do for this fisheries sector? We can avoid the problem of overfishing. पहले तो ओवर फिशिंग को बंद करिए आप. we can create an awareness for the sustainable development for the other peoples. Okay, so overfishing always stops the person, so that the person cannot be have overfishing ideas. I mean to say, for development of fisheries sector, the overfishing should be stopped. The breeding of the fish can be increased. Okay, the breeding, the control about there should be a proper control about the fishing. If you eat fish, but only those which are plentiful available, also in season, means whenever the particular, suppose rainy season are there, so plenty of fish are available, you can have it, right? You can buy it from any other place, but don't do the overfishing. Okay, whenever the breeding season are there, try to breed them in a good way, so that there is enough number of fish are available in the market, right? Okay students, now in this video I have explained about some of the introduction, important terms related to environment and important sectors of green economy. Students, in this video, you are aware about only few sectors, not all the sectors which come under this green economy. So we will watch this remaining sectors in the next video. So students, thank you so much for watching this video. We will surely meet in next video with the rest of the topics, right? And after session by session, we'll try to learn new things. Okay students? So students, please don't forget to subscribe my channel. Please give a single like to my channel also if you have liked it my videos, and please don't forget to subscribe my channel as well as don't forget to press the bell icon also, right? So students, thank you so much for watching.